Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out the Silent Hill HD collection on the Xbox 360, but running on the Xbsx. You've probably seen a lot of coverage of many of the other games that have Xbsx extensions and are able to take advantage of these enhancements. But I thought we'd try to cover something a bit more esoteric, which has fallen under the backwards compatibility. So this is the rather notorious Silent Hill collection, HD collection, and this is the 360 version, which unfortunately is largely considered the inferior version between the 360 and the PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 also suffered from a rather critical launch, but there was a patch later on the PlayStation 3 version to address some of the larger concerns with the alpha effects. Unfortunately, this version never got that same treatment. So this is an interesting choice to make for backwards compatibility, since it's not a well-liked version. And if you do want to get this or these two games, then ultimately the PC version is the top tier choice. Although there are quite a few difficulties in running the PC versions on modern hardware. And if you wanted this particular collection, then you are likely better served on getting the PlayStation 3 version. But let's check this version, since we do have an Xbox or an Xbsx, and let's just see how it runs. So let's go ahead and do Silent Hill 2 with the new voices, and we'll check out a little bit of it. Let's take a look at some options here. What's our brightness level? It's already at max. Okay, that's fine. 2D type control, subtitles are on. Let's go ahead and turn off the background music. I mean, the game is already eerie, but it's even more eerie without the accentuated music. Mainly, the game is ambient sounds, but when it does kick in, it's much more disturbing not to have that trademark, that wonderful trademark music. But we'll do without it this time. Let's set this on easy, because the game gets rather unfair later on in the game. I don't know if we're going to play through the whole thing, unless you guys want to see it. If you want to see it, then sure, I'll play through it. But yeah, like I said, this version is buggy. So we'll see how this all works out.
Mary, could you really be in this town?
All right, let's set some options inside of the game, I think. All right. Oh, that's right. This version doesn't let you control the graininess or the aspect ratio or anything. Yeah. Oh boy, this will be a challenge to play. See, it's weird without the music, isn't it? I mean, to me, it almost feels like a
my restless dreams,
silent movie.
I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name. It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. A dead person can't write a letter. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then, why am I looking for her? Her special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Does she mean the park on the lake? We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us, staring at the water. Could Mary really be there? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
Wait, does it turn off the... turn off the sound effects or the... Oh, I didn't realize that they didn't give him footstep sounds. Oh, okay. I guess it's only in the close-up shots. I got a map of Silent Hill. Which I will largely find useless as time goes on. You gotta remember, James actually gets tired too. Can't go any further by car. I guess I'll have to walk. I'll see if I can get to the troublesome point in this game's release, where the alpha effects don't actually render correctly. It may take a little while though. I don't think it's right away. I own this game on the PlayStation 2 and the 360. The original PlayStation 2 release didn't feature the Born from Wish scenario, where you play as one of the characters you meet in the game. But the Xbox 360 version of the game did feature the extra scenario. For me, the biggest difference outside of the resolution, because the resolution was a bit higher on the 360, was these clouds. The fog alpha effects. They were a little bit more impressive. You know, the air seemed to swirl a little bit more than they did in the PlayStation version. But here you can already kind of see that things aren't quite like they were in the original release on the original system. This is closer to the alpha effects that we saw on the PlayStation version. Like I said, there's some swirling cloud effects on the original release. And if you play this on the 360, it's definitely more noticeable. Or sorry, yeah. But this HD version, I said they got a number of things wrong, though it wasn't necessarily the fault of the developer. Konami was unfortunately not able to supply the source code to a good majority of the game, and the development company was young and inexperienced, and unfortunately, they bid under what they needed to do a complete version of the game. I believe they were also forced to develop this version, the 360 version, because the original plan was to only have it be available on the PlayStation. There's something in the well. What's that? Looking at this makes me feel like someone's groping around inside my skull. It gives me a weird feeling. I know the feeling of a save. Look at that, last time I played this was on 2012. It's so funny. So yeah, there were a lot of unfortunate circumstances that surrounded this game's release on the 360. And again, if you really want this game or this collection, then the wiser choice would be to get the PlayStation 3 version. But we'll see. I don't know. I mean, maybe this is going to be okay. I already don't think so, but who knows? Yeah, see how the 2D clouds kind of dance around a little bit. Gosh, I remember that being way more pronounced in the 360 version, the original release on the original hardware. But that may just be my poor memories are reflecting poorly on me, as they often do.
Excuse me,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just...
No, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog, either. It's...
Okay, I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going into town either way.
But why?
I'm looking for someone.
Who is it?
Someone very important to me. I'd do anything if I could be with her again.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry. It's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
So far, this is pretty close to the original release. I said the swirling of the alpha effects are not quite as prominent, I don't think. But they're definitely, yeah, I mean, they feel thin, you know? Oh, God, I went the wrong way. Yeah, the camera was always not so hot in this game. it definitely exhibits some weird behavior. The way it kind of floats around the character and doesn't quite catch up with his movements. I think if there are new players out there, that may be one of the more frustrating parts of the game for them. That being said, it's a really, really intense story. Worth playing, worth enjoying. Great use of sound. Yeah. A little crunching away. Silent Hill Ranch. Ooh, my. Wonder if it has anchovies in it. Oh wait, that's Caesar. Never mind. Yeah, I wish you could disable fatigue. That was one of the things which really, really bothers me about this game, is that you end up wandering around quite a bit. And part of that wandering around is also running, because, you know, his walking pace is well, I mean, it's a normal walking pace for a human, but in a video game where you're going around an entire town, it's too slow. So, of course, you want to run, but running gets him tired, and he has to rest. And I wouldn't say it's a great mechanic. Doesn't really add anything to the overall gameplay. It's just a thing that'll just annoys you. I mean, the more atmospheric thing to do would be to walk through here. You know, just sort of take in the experience of the fog surrounding you. But we are trying to get to the more notorious scenes where the Alpha effects just decide to take a dump. And I would say that this fog is, and you know, especially for the time and the engine that this game is running on, this fog looks really good. I don't know. I know not everybody gets to experience fog, especially fog that's this thick, but it really is like this. I mean, where you just see a few feet in front of you, and it's just like this, dull white or dull gray, with all these swirling clouds around you. It's quite the feeling, and fog brings a chill in the air, so it is something which I think is I think it's pretty smart of the designers, because anybody who's experienced fog this thick feels uncomfortable. Whereas when they did Silent Hill Downpour, it's like, well, I mean, nobody's really afraid of rain. I mean, maybe people don't like it, but as a central point to fear, that'll be a stretch. Maybe this is like God. I just remember there being more alpha effects on the 360 one, and this is closer to the PlayStation 2 version. I don't know. I just remember being really impressed with it when I played it on the Oh wait, no, maybe this is original Xbox. So sorry, original Xbox, I think. Because I played through quite a bit of it on PlayStation 2, and then to move on to the original Xbox version, I was like, wow, yeah, they really added some good touches to it. Yeah, I think it might be a while before we run into the... What are these marks? blood? Chris's blood? No, different series. That shadow just now. I like how it's clearly not a friendly thing. But he's like, oh, this is headlong, let's follow it. But, you know, James doesn't know he's in a horror game. So, that explains his behavior. Was there something over here? I can't remember. I thought there was maybe something on the other side of the street. Oh no, this is the right way. It's weird. His breathing sound is actually kind of, it's like pretty low fidelity. I am pretty happy that they decided to give the voice acting a refresh, because the original voice acting is pretty terrible. I mean, there are people that like the terrible nature of it, but I really do prefer the new voices. I think they sound pretty good. I mean, the kinds of things that people are forced to say, I don't know if there's like a natural way to say it. So I said that as far as like the actors go, they're saying lines that are kind of awkward, but well done. Oh, I keep looking at that save point. I mean, I think it's like unusually more eerie without the background music. So you get a little bit, because some scenes just will naturally have some music in it. I think it's weird that James's instinct is to fight.
Is it dead? What the hell is it? It's not human.
No, you don't really seem to have a problem with just beating somebody to death. James is supposed to be like a normal person. No superpowers, you know, no swaths of ammo. But I would imagine a normal person's first reaction is, I see monster, grab bat, kill.
Yeah.
Man, I just would have ran my ass off.
What the? I'd better take it anyway. I might need it.
Oh, you'll need it all right. Your well-being will definitely depend on having that radio run. Come on, camera. Help me out. Yeah, there we go. This camera. It's a kind of a twitchy camera, too, if you haven't noticed. It just sort of hobs and bobs around quite a bit. You know, but the alternative was to have all the fixed angles like the original game, the first Silent Hill. And yeah, I know it's called the Silent Hill HD Collection, and they didn't even put the first game on here. Although I think, if I remember correctly, you could redeem a coupon for the original game on the PlayStation or the PlayStation 3, so you could get all the games in the collection, you know, 1, 2, and 3. It's just that 1 would just be the original PlayStation 1 release. Obviously, that offer isn't still valid anymore, but it was something that you could take advantage of at the time. Okay, so he doesn't actually have to fight a lot of stuff. Of course, you can't choose to fight things, and there are definitely points in the game where you have to fight. There's no way around it. Let's see, where was I gonna go? Flower shop? I don't remember. You have to wander around until I see her, or see something. I should reach the end of the town here in a minute. Oh, I forget where you have to go. Yeah, it doesn't give you a lot of direction initially. I think that's good, you know, to a certain point. But there's definitely times where I would just like to know where to go. You know? Yeah, I think Silent Hill Downpour and Silent Hill Homecoming are also on the BC list. I can't bring myself to get those games though. I mean, they aren't the worst games in the world. I don't want people to think that that's my opinion, but they don't make particularly good Silent Hill games. you know, they're okay games on their own. Well, maybe not Homecoming. Homecoming's pretty messed up. Downpour I thought was okay. Um, you know, it was just a it was just a very simple premise. Where is the bowling alley here? I don't remember. I think I have to go to the apartments, right? Yeah. Yeah, it may be a while before I could even show you where the game really starts to break. I think, again, if I remember correctly, that Silent Hill 3 is like super buggy on this version especially. Oh, were there always this many monsters? I don't remember the town being quite so populated by so much stuff. But then again, my recollection of everything is pretty much suspect. Was there something there? I can't remember. It's weird how low fidelity his breathlessness is. How close are they? I thought they're pretty far away. I don't know. I think I really do need a key. Those cockroaches. Road is blocked. It's locked. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. I don't know, even the cockroaches are like monster cockroaches. Oh well, yeah, gosh, I don't think I could show you where it gets all messed up until pretty far into the game. remember if there was a way to just leave from within the game either. I think we might have to go all the way out to the menu and restart it. This is just pause. And that's just the in-game options. So yeah, I think we have to exit out and go back in. And then we can take a look at the Silent Hill 3, see all the interesting thing that happened there. Although again, I don't think I could show you the the number of glitches that that were happening with this game. Not within the short preview time. And again, this is more of a curiosity. I'm just seeing if this is like a one-to-one behavior from the 360, or if maybe something was done to help this game along. I remember the game, you know, outside of the clipping issues and some of the missing alpha effects from part 2. I remember this game running well outside of that. I know. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird when it's totally silent. I mean, in a horror game, I think it's kind of cool. But sure, I probably couldn't turn off the music in a rhythm action game. Yeah, and oh, really? I guess this is considered music, this opening portion? They don't separate this stuff out as sound effects then. And really, when this came out, this was an astounding game on the PlayStation 3. I mean, few games looked this good, and considering that this was from a series that really wasn't like a high-spec, high-selling series, it was very surprising to see how good this game looked. You know, the models and the textures, and things are very convincing. You know, we look at it nowadays, of course, and it looks primitive. But at the time, it was some cutting-edge visuals here. I was about to say, I could have swore I left the sound effects on. Examine our favorite friend, a rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Is there someone in there? It looks like there is, but I don't feel like making sure. Yeah, again, not a stellar camera. There are some normal souvenir type toys here. Huh, never thought I'd say normal in a place like this. remember how much we had to do. I think there's a lot we have to do in this, this opening sequence. I don't think they'd help me at all. It's a row of shirts for sale. I think the monsters are pretty good in this game too. They don't have the same sort of clever, you know, misshapen and grotesque look like Silent Hill 2. But I think they're pretty damn disturbing. I'd rather not run into the all-limbed monster. That guy is no fun. I don't like Heather as a character. I think they did a good job with her. It's weird this is considered music. Like there's no sound effects. It's all just a music track, I guess. Interesting. Yeah, that wasn't real. That was a nightmare. No, all I'm playing is games or experience grotesque nightmares. I don't know. What the hell am I doing? Well, I was playing Mario 2 weeks ago, so you know, it's my penance for enjoying something so happy. Definitely happy things don't match my personality. So weird. So weird these aren't sound effects. It's considered background music. Dad, it's me. Yeah, sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. Love you too, Dad. Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Cartland. I'm a detective. A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you. Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time. My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers. This is very important. It's about your birth. It's about your birth. Not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream? Sorry. I'll wait here. Maybe I have some sound. Mark on this mirror. Looks so familiar somehow. Why do I know it from? Where did I once see it? And why does my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? Mall toilet. It's my save. Mall toilet. It's my Tinder name, Mall toilet. Again, so far, this is a pretty good. This is a pretty good conversion of the original game, but trouble does start happening later on. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it. Never mind. And Heather gets into some rather interesting situations where she just like walks in a circle and bumps into walls. Of course, that is a bug. There's no guarantee that we would experience it if we decided to play this game all the way through, or at least this version. I'd much prefer it if we played the PlayStation 3 version, but this version can lead to some hilarious situations. I suppose as a plus. Yeah, good going, Heather. Boy, all arms. Get the hell away from me. That's right. Take that shit down, Heather. Although, now you don't have any bullets. So. Win some, you lose some. What the hell is this thing? I really wouldn't stick around to find out. It's a monster. I killed it. More handgun bullets. I definitely need them after just emptying my entire clip. This is the dressing room. I don't need to go in here. It's not that I hate collars, but this isn't the time or place. Or it's not that I hate clothes. Yeah, I can't read. My brain is wired for assuming words. All those years of college, trying to read as fast as you can. The door shut tight. It won't help at all. But I won't help. See, was there a back door to this one? Oh god, I don't remember. It's been so long since I played this game. I can't remember if I got the sexy bean in the original release. Just cardboard boxes. Nothing unusual inside either. So maybe something that we'll try at some point in time then. Maybe there was a door inside that shop. I said I largely can't remember. I barely have any recollection of the details of this game. I just remember liking it. But yeah, I couldn't really tell you anything about it. Other than Heather's, you know, cool. And honestly, as far as protagonists in the Silent Hill universe go, I actually think she's my favorite. I mean, I'll always like her dad, since her dad is the original protagonist from the first game. But yeah, you know, I'm trying to remember what gets really screwed up. There's lots of stuff, but none of it looks like it'll be useful. Like a magical circle. I remember reading about it in a book on black magic. All right, so why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching the Silent Hill HD collection. Well, I guess technically this is on the Xbsx, SX, Xbsx, SX, Xbsx. Anyway, but this is through backwards compatibility. Original release was on the Xbox 360. I'd say it runs how I remember it. Obviously, they're not doing anything special to it. There's no enhancements that the Xbsx really bring to the table. It's just running as a backwards compatible game. As I said before, this is probably a game you want to get on the PlayStation 3. That is the version that is the least buggy version, and also doesn't have some of the more glaring bugs that this version has. But again, this version was never initially planned to be released. This was originally going to be an or a PlayStation exclusive, and only after some threats from Konami or Konami did Hijinks agree to make another platform. You'll still get the game, so it's not like you won't be able to play the game. Although you may run into some bugs which will frustrate you and make you quit the game. On both sides, I don't. Neither of these games runs flawlessly. But the price of this collection, and then finding a system that's still working, and then having the troublesome expense and effort to run all that stuff on your old system, have a physical disc that you have to worry about scratching up. I personally would just prefer to have these games digital if I want to revisit them. That way, at least I can not have to worry about having them stack up everywhere and possibly not even work. The system themselves not even work. I know my PlayStation 3 is on its last days. It's the Metal Gear Solid bundle, and I doubt it'll last that much longer, which is a real shame because I have a lot of games and I have no way to play them once that system dies. Because certainly the backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 3 isn't not a guarantee on the PlayStation 5. Not that you can get a hold of a PlayStation 5. Sony's once again, Sony shows its weakness on its distribution network. But that's a different story, I suppose. I say if you absolutely positively must play Silent Hill 2 and 3, and I do feel that you must. Certainly if you like any horror games, you really do have to play these two games. And you just didn't have any other means of getting to play this game on the PlayStation 3. At least you have something, and it's available digitally on the store. And you can play this, but just bear in mind it's not a perfect experience. Unfortunately, it's just something that was left unfinished. But you can still enjoy it most of the time. So check it out for yourself. There's no enhancements, but it's still a solid game. Maybe not this version, but both these games are solid, and I think it's worth a little bit of frustration if you run into some of the more glaring bugs in here to play it and experience it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.